Hey guys, it's Noom here, and as you can tell by my title, I'm going to try reviewing. I know that there are way too many people on the internet who review things, don't you worry, I'm perfectly aware of that, but the thing is, a number of people told me that they'd like to see me review something. Galactic Penguin, Soundwave Skywarp, a number of other people, so I thought, why not? I might as well give it a try. Out of all the things people on the internet review, I decided to pick movies because, let's face it, I don't really have a lot of video games. This is my first review I've ever done, and I'm not going to hold back. I'm not going to review one movie or two movies. Instead, I'm going to review all the movies I saw in 2009. Okay, let's get the show on the fucking road. Okay, Coraline. I thought that this was a really good movie. The book was also really good. I loved that even though Coraline is kind of a brat, you love her because you can relate to her. Everyone can relate to Coraline. Everybody has been in that position, and it's got a wonderful ending. And on top of all that, it's terrific to look at. Great movie. I just think it's too bad that Tim Burton is going to get all the credit for directing this, even though he didn't. I love Tim Burton, don't get me wrong, I love Edward Scissorhands, but I just can't stand it when all these teenage girls at Hot Topic give all the directing credit to Tim Burton. Like, this has happened with movies like these time and time again. It's happened with Nightmare Before Christmas, it's happened with James and the Giant Peach, and it's going to happen with Coraline, too. Henry Selick directed all these movies, not Tim Burton. Please give credit where credit is due. Friday the 13th. This is the only Friday the 13th movie I have ever seen, so since I have no frame of reference, I don't think I'm in a very good position to review it. By itself, however, I do think that it was really, really bad. All it really had to offer was tits and shit that will make you jump. That Asian kid was pretty cool, I'll give it that, but that's about it. The worst part is, I saw it with my friend Michael, from Q&A number 6. Now, Michael is very, very Russian. He was fresh off the boat. It was probably his first week in the US, and he really, really wanted to see an American movie. So, we went to the movies. There were a number of movies that were also playing, like Coraline, but no. Michael wanted to see Friday the 13th. This is the worst first impression anyone could ever get from American cinema, ever. We could have seen Coraline, but no, we had to see tits and jump. That's the whole fucking movie in a nutshell. Tits and jump. Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. I'm just gonna flat out say it. This movie was really, really bad. You are not allowed to like this movie unless you like it because of Vega. Vega is the only remotely redeeming thing this movie has. And, you can't say you liked it simply because it's better than the old 1994 Street Fighter movie, because that's way too easy to top. There are episodes of Wally Gator that are better than the 1994 Street Fighter movie. Fucking hate Wally Gator. Watchmen. Fuck yes. I loved this movie. I thought it was really good. It proposes the question, what if superheroes were real? And it shows what the United States would have been like if there were superheroes in the 20th century. It takes place mostly in the 80s, and Richard Nixon is still president for some reason. There are 6 superheroes in the film. One of them has the power to control mass and time, and the rest of them have the power to, crack people's limbs in the wrong direction, I guess. There's a lot of violence, there's a lot of blue dicks, a lack of squids, but, I didn't really focus on that. I focused more on how the story was going to unfold. Monsters versus aliens. This movie was not very funny. I don't think I even cracked a smile. Not even at the little blue guy. Speaking of which, am I the only one who is incredibly sick and tired of characters like this? I have seen this character in maybe 50 billion other movies. It's like they take the same character and recycle it over and over and over. I'm just so sick of, he's an idiot, but he's funny. It's just like, get a new idea, for Christ's sake. The Soloist. This movie is fucking awesome. It's about how Ray Charles becomes schizophrenic and homeless, and then Iron Man comes to save the day. It's so fucking cool, and you should see it. The Hangover. This movie was fucking fun. I'm sorry. I don't know how else to put it. I don't want to give away too much because it's like one of those movies where you should really see it from scratch. Like no trailers, no nothing. In fact, just pause this video, just go out and see it and then come back. It was hilarious. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. I really want to say that this movie was fucking awful. I really, really would like to say that, but here's the thing. I saw this movie with Evan. Now, I'm not part of the demographic that Michael Bay was aiming for. Okay? Like, for example, I'm a girl. I was born in 1990. I never saw the TV shows. I didn't have any of the toys. I didn't see the prequel. I didn't know any of the Transformers names except for Optimus Prime and Starscream. So the movie was really not interesting to me. The only things I remember about this movie were good robots, bad robots, and these two Chinese robots. I kind of stopped caring after a while. I spent most of my time in the theater doing other things, so essentially I didn't really see the movie in the first place. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. This is the same review I'm going to give to every single Harry Potter movie except for the first one. If you didn't read the books, you will have no idea what the fuck is going on. Funny people! Okay, any movie that has the word funny in the title is probably not very funny. This movie is no exception, seeing as you have to watch Adam Sandler for 3 hours. Now, Adam Sandler is not funny to me at all, so that was pretty annoying, but what made it worse was that there was this guy next to me who laughed at everything. The bad jokes, the worst jokes, and even the things that weren't supposed to be jokes. I had to listen to this guy laugh at every other sentence for 3 fucking hours. It was ridiculous. I hate that movie. It's mostly because of the guy who sat next to me, but I don't give a shit. Ponyo. Fun fact, Ponyo is Japanese for The Little Mermaid. I thought it was really adorable. I liked Ponyo a lot. It's very colorful, it's very lively, it's a lot different than the other Hayao Miyazaki movies I've seen. It's actually funny with a save the environment undertone as opposed to all the other Hayao Miyazaki movies that are dramatic with a save the environment undertone. I don't think it's the best Hayao Miyazaki movie, but it's definitely up there. Also, I didn't think that Frankie Jonas and Noah Cyrus did a terrible job at voice acting. However, they did do a pretty good job of shitting all over the theme song. Not that the theme song was very good in the first place. 9. 9 was okay. I liked it okay. It was really awesome to look at, but I think that it kind of sucked at everything else. I was really clued out. I didn't have any idea what was going on. It just wasn't very good to me. Something else kind of bugged me about this movie, and that is, it's kind of weird, but I kept adding the characters. Like, whenever I saw 4 and 3 together, I'd think to myself, 7, and then I'd see 7 with 6 or something, and I'd think to myself, 13, and I'd see 9 with 5, and I'd get really pissed off because I'm bad at adding 9s to things, and 9 is the main character, so I had to add 9 a lot more than I had to add someone like 1 who's there for, 5 seconds. And here's the thing. I go to the movies to get away from math, not for Shane Acker's subliminal propaganda. For those of you who were also kind of disappointed, I highly recommend the short film. It's a lot better.